Well, it's December 6th. We're back out here on Lake Wylie. We have a small club tournament tomorrow, the QCKBF. Haven't fished in about a week. Truck was in the shop. Had a branch fall on it. Cost $2,800 worth of damage. But we got it back. Truck looks good. They did a great job. Appreciate that. And I don't know, I'm going to my spot here on Lake Wylie in Allison Creek. Hoping to try to find a bite. A lot of fish activity already. A lot of bait seems to be up. So water temperature is looking like 53. Air temperature today is probably in the high 50s. It's supposed to be a good day tomorrow. Same kind of weather.
Vast majority, and you have to think of it as the majority.
Well, I just got the boat packed up. I'm on a really good bite here on Allison Creek. I mean, I'm on a winning class of fish. I caught two 17 inchers. There's a bunch of them there. It's a really big school. I think it's the same class of fish that was in there last time I fished in there, but they're just out a little deeper this time. So I'm really hopeful for tomorrow. You never know. It's fishing. You never know what they're going to do. The weather conditions, I think, are going to be a little breezy tomorrow. I don't know how that's going to play. Well, it's December 7th. It's tournament day. Going to my spot here on Lake Wylie. Water. Well, it's December 7th. I'd like to recap the Lake Wylie Loser Event Tournament. I had a great tournament. I'm familiar with this area. I went back there and practiced. So I came in a day before, fished around a little bit. My fish were there. Good fish, and a quality fish, a winning fish. So I decided to commit to that area. I went right to my spot first thing in the morning and hooked a giant. Just hooked an absolute giant. Fought him around the boat, and I'm working 6-pound tests. I fought him around the boat, front of the boat, and he just busted me off. And a lot of times, and I think, check your jig heads. Make sure those eyes are polished when you're using really light line. I think that might have burned me a little bit today, not checking over some things, but ended up grinding it out. It wasn't like it was a flurry. I had like a decent bite every hour. I broke off one fish, and I lost one fish on an underspin, and I got 4 good ones, and then like 2 14 inches that didn't help me with anything. But just like the last tournament, there was a few people that were really dejected. There were some younger people, some more novice people, and I just have a couple winter fishing tips. Where I live is ultra clear water. I mean, we have it's not uncommon for us to have 15 foot of visibility. So light line is a must for us. You need to really get proficient with using it. I use a Penn Battle 100 and I use a short Fenwick medium light rod. And if you're using a 7-foot rod and a 3000 series reel with 35-pound test braid and 15-pound fluorocarbon, you need to rethink your whole entire winter setup because, you're going to jack them, but your bites are going to suffer. Especially with fish that aren't feeding, they're just kind of sitting on the bottom. Braid leaves a signature sound through the water. When you hook a fish and you reel it in, you hear that braid cry. Well, even if you don't hook a fish, that braid is still sending off a resonance to the water. And in the wintertime, when there's not a lot of boat traffic, the fish tend to be settled, not really moving around. They're acute to sounds, vibrations, and I think they've learned that braid sound pretty much. But I like to use the green pea line 6-pound test. It has a large diameter. It provides a diameter of actual 7-pound test, but check your diameters. The P-line copolymer is really good. You can get away with an 8 or a 10 because it has a really small diameter. Spool the hole, reel with it. That's why I like the Penn Battle 100, because it has a real shallow spool. So it doesn't cost me a lot to change my line twice a week. I can get maybe 3 spools of line, 3 or 4 spools of line off a Penn Battle 100 with that. You know, and it's 6-pound test. You are going to get owned, but you got to be prepared for that, and that's where that light rod comes into play, because it'll absorb a lot of those, you know, surges and kicks from especially spotted bass where I live. And also, whatever you're fishing with in the wintertime, use a thin diameter hook. You want a needly hook. You want that hook to work its way in there. You're not going to have 6-pound test and not braid. You're not going to be able to jack. You know, you're just gonna be reel down. That's the set. Reeling down is the set. So that's my tips. You know, dare I say, use monofilament. Get yourself a light action rod and try it in the wintertime. I guarantee you'll pick up a few more bites, and you'll catch a few more fish. So thank you very much to the QCKBF, and thank you guys and gals. It was great fishing with you today. I always enjoy it. It's always humbling and an absolute pleasure to fish with this club. And you know, like and share my channel. And anybody wants to fish, come out here, hit me up. You know where to get a hold of me. I have a spare room, and I love to take people fishing. So thank you very much.